the quiz a while ago. Like years and years ago. I got birdhouse, and my ghost animal was a hyena. I have no clue what that means, but
My
apparently a hyena.
Patronus.
You don't have to curse at me. Controversial answer from DPayne now, which I said on my stream multiple times. So really, if people are here at my streams, or probably have heard me say this, my worst book is Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter.
The first one specifically. So back in the day, I don't know if they still do these. They had things called reading Olympics, where in short, your classroom had to read a whole bunch of books, and they like, and in reading all these books, they like, you had to go and answer, like, you pretty much like had debate quiz stuff. Like, they would ask a question and they're just like, what happened in this part of the book? And you're like, this is what happened, and you're like, you're right, you're wrong, you got points and whatever. So they're like, you need multiple people to read these books, and they're like, we need one more person to read Harry Potter, and I'm like, I'll read Harry Potter, and nothing stuck. Like, I can read the chat right now. Everyone isn't happy, and I'm okay with it. I took the quiz. I'm Bird Claw or whatever it is.
Ravenclaw.
Sure.
Yeah, like Harry Potter for me, I think was one of the. It's not one of the first series that I got into, but it was definitely like. I reread the first Harry Potter book a lot. I remember that specifically.
Like, I'm just reading chat, and they're all like, we have to get rid of this guy. Yeah, it's, I don't know why, because like I really like, because like I don't know, like, and here's the other thing, a lot of my friends were they were like, so this is the argument they would always give me. They're just like, look, yeah, the first book, it isn't the best book, but they get better. And they're like, and I think someone's like, definitely like by book 4 or 5, it's like really, really good. And I'm like, then I'm wasting time with 2 to 3 books and before that. And it's like, why would I want to read a book series more when I thought the first one was boring? Why would I want to continue down that road?
See, I understand that thought process because, like, people have told me, like, there's animes that I just refuse to watch because I hated the first episode, and people are like, give it till, like, the end of the first season. I'm like, that's a lot of time. I don't want to, like, watch a whole season for a character to stop being annoying. But, like, is it just, like, the first book bored you, or was it that, like, certain things were just, like, awful to you? Because
it's just more that I found it boring, and I'm like, which, like, if we, like, as I said before, like, right around that time is when I was getting more into kind of science fiction, and a little bit more into, I guess, like, if we look at my top 2, one, like, the book that's legitimately just a whole bunch of written logic puzzles and medieval stories, and then stuff that I mentioned earlier that I couldn't remember the names of, like, was all science fiction. It's not that I have anything against magic. I think magic's super cool, and like, I don't know. There's also the other argument, like, because people know I'm a Christian, they're like, oh, you don't like the Harry Potter because the Bible says no, and I'm like, stupid. I read Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings has all the same things in it. I play D&D.
I have a lot of, in my grades, in my elementary school, I had a lot of friends that were banned from Pokemon and Harry Potter. And I went to a public elementary school. But I remember, like, you can borrow the first book, and they're like, no, my parents said it's witchcraft, and we have to burn it. And I'm like, you're not burning my book then. Like, I'm not letting you borrow it.
I'll burn you.
And, like, no, I mean, like, That's not what I would jump to naturally if you didn't like Harry Potter, because
Yeah.
I
I
honestly, I
yeah.
remember liking Harry Potter, but I cannot tell you anything specific that happens in the book that made me go, yes, I like this book. So I can see where it
Hmm.
could be boring. And I remember more so paying attention to like, that's when I started reaching the age where I would critique everything. So I remember playing Harry Potter video games and movies and comparing it to the book and being mad that things weren't canon. That was a big part of my childhood. I was probably very annoying to be around.
Yeah, it's just like I know that's a well-loved series, and it just legitimately doesn't connect.
Hmm.
Like I do think the lore is really cool, like certain parts of it.
It
I'm
does
just
take a bit to get there. I agree with that, where like the first book is a very like generic young adult, like I'm a wizard now. I had bad
yeah.
circumstances and now I have the life of my dreams kind of thing. And then
Hmm.
it's not until the later books that they start bringing in like really mature characters and a really mature like problem.
Yeah. And it's but like the thing that I really do like about the movies is the fact that like they're the same actors for however long it took. I'm like I
Yes.
find that really cool.
It is very
Um
dedicated, which is nice.
yeah, so there's definitely like there's things like I'll give it credit for like um
Like you grew up with the characters like you would have grown up with them in the books. But
yeah,
in the same sense, here is a fun fact about me. I never watched or read the final book in the Harry Potter series because
he
of
dies. I don't know. I don't know what happens.
there
So
is a character of mine that is very important that is no longer in the series.
I don't know any of the characters. Oh wait, I remember MMR read the book now. Oh, okay. That possibly could be a spoiler if I knew what I was talking about.
Before you spouted it
Anyway.
out.
um but no, like
No,
there was
it
just
was six. Six. I mean, there was an important character in book five that I liked that was kind of like not around anymore. He was a cool dude.
George.
Yes, there is a George in the books, but I think he stays in till the end.
We should do that Harry Potter quiz.
Maybe not today.
Not today, because we are all
Very.
sorts along today. Who thought like we look, guys, with everything that was going on and setting up the charity stuff, we both realized Friday afternoon we didn't put any work into this one.
Here's to rambling. But anyway,
But yeah, it's like that's the thing I that was the thing people always told me was just like, oh well, you just gotta read more. Like, just read the book 4. And I'm like, no,
they're not short enough for you to be like
I
to
don't have
just jump
enough
in.
interest.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like I read a lot of mangas and stuff. If the now mangas are kind of the chapters kind of short, but if I read 3 or 4, because that's normally like if you guys, I'm gonna go into to comic talk in a sec. If you get a trade paperback or a jump sojin, which is it will normally have 3 to 5 comics in there. If I read the 3 to 5 comics and I have no interest in the story, I'm not buying any more of it.
Yeah.
I don't care how good it gets.
Manga is very interesting also in that like they're very short and you can get through
Hmm.
them very quickly, but they're just as expensive as some novels. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's just me. That's just me being picky as a consumer.
No, I understand because I want to get the Berserk Onibus, but that thing is so stupid expensive. Anywho, yeah, I don't like Harry Potter, but when I took the quiz a while ago, like years and years ago, I got Birdhouse and my ghost animal was a hyena. I have no clue what that means, but
My
apparently a hyena.
Patronus.
You don't have to curse at me.
Mine, I made a joke that I'm very stubborn, and my Patronus is a bull. So take that for what you will.
I don't even know what that means. What does the ghost animal do?
If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've been in the universe. It's like the whole your protective spirit animal kind of thing. There's a particular spell that you can cast, and it can like help you out. I forget. I just remember there's a really important scene in one of them where Harry's comes out and saves the day essentially. Yeah,
What's his? A squid?
his is a deer, like
Yes,
a
that
full
was
like
close.
Full like a male deer with really big horns. I remember that being a very important like description.
Oh, he had a Pokemon.
It's a very particular spirit magic. I don't know everything. Like they do a lot in the books to talk about spells and like their origins and like their Latin names, and then there's Patronus, which is just like important ghost spirit help, please.
Well, when I took the quiz, mine was a hyena, which as soon as I took that, the people that were in chat were like, "Oh no."
I don't know what the animals mean, to be honest.
Me neither.